Hey friends, if your kitchen's looking like a disaster zone right now, don't worry. You're not alone. Today, we're tackling it together, and by the end, we're gonna kiss that mess goodbye. My dishwasher pretty much has a full-time job now, and that is washing glasses. I found those are the things that I actually hate about washing dishes the most. You may also notice that the pink over the sink drying rack was fired. I bought this Joseph and Joseph compact drying rack for the counter, and I will tell you it has been a game changer for me because I really don't like having my sink space taken up, and this little compact drying rack is really sturdy. It's not one that you're going to end up throwing away. It's very, very sturdy plastic. And it fits right beside my dishwasher, so that makes that entire counter side used for washing dishes. Perfect in my opinion. It was finally time to bring my plants back in from outside, and I was able to keep them outside, the Christmas cactuses, long enough to force them into bloom. Both my Christmas cactuses are getting blossoms and are going to bloom here soon, and I am wicked excited about that. The fruit flies have finally gone on winter vacation. They have left the building. The bad news is that we have two flies that have moved in that I have been chasing around now for the last week, and I cannot seem to catch them. Eventually here they're going to be caught, but they're pretty good at avoiding me thus far. Some of you might have noticed that a while ago I actually took the curtains down away from the washer. They were just getting in my way, and I did not care for how they looked. For whatever reason, they were always open anyway, so they weren't really serving any purpose. I did find a new use for them, and you will probably see that use in one of my upcoming videos, so keep your eye out for that. And you guys can tell me once you see what I did, what you think. Although for now, I'm going to keep it the way it is until I have more money to create the space that I need to change in the way that I need to change it. So keep an eye out for some upcoming videos and where those curtains appear next. I remember years ago when I started watching Clean With Me videos. Nobody could understand it. It wasn't until my daughter-in-law, Caitlin, started watching them with me that she really started enjoying them. She liked some of the same ones that I did. Cleaning, I believe it's Cleaning with Cambria. Also, we used to watch Love Meg, who has recently come back to YouTube but has started just posting a lot of her older videos. But these days I'm watching other creators, and my daughter-in-law, my other daughter-in-law, Mackenzie, is now into cleaning videos as well. Now my question is, if you watch cleaning videos, what brought you to them? What makes you interested to watch somebody else clean? It's a very interesting concept to me because there's many reasons why people watch. I used to watch to be inspired by people that were different than myself. I would watch people who lived in very nice homes and were cleaning those spaces, and I watched for ideas on decor and things like that, which I still do many times. If I'm watching somebody, it's somebody that is in a higher income bracket than myself. I also know that there are certain people that I enjoy cleaning along with. One of them who used to do a ton of cleaning is Amy Darley. I used to watch her a lot, and there's a bunch of other ones too. And many of them have good recipe ideas and stuff too, though honestly, I'm not much of a cook. I don't honestly enjoy cooking all that much. So, if you watch cleaning videos like mine, what brings you to them? Do you clean along? Do you use it to get ideas? Or is it just purely relaxation or entertainment? Let me know in the comments below. I have worked to cut way down on the portions of what we're eating. As a family, we used to each eat a whole chicken breast. I have cut that down to a half for Greg and I make an extra usually if Trevor wants an extra, or if Bella decides that she wants it. That way there's plenty of extra, if you will. The one thing that I do have a hard time with is really cutting down on, like, when I make potatoes and things like that. I made way too many on this night, and I really have to cut back on the amount that I'm making so there isn't leftovers, because I'm not really one to save mashed potatoes. I also made corn, and again, I made way too much. The package could have been halved, if not more. But I have cut way down on our portions, and if you notice, when I put the barbecue sauce on the chicken, I am not drowning it in it. And things like this have really helped me with my weight loss. Portion control. When I make my potatoes, which I don't show it here, but I went from using anywhere between half a stick of butter to a whole stick down to about maybe half a tablespoon, and I make up for the loss of the butter with fat-free or 1% milk, and then I up the pepper and the salt and, you know, the things that I would normally put in it that are calorie-free. And in fact, last night hubby told me that the potatoes to him actually tasted better without all the extra butter in them, so that was an absolute win. Now, myself, I'm not diabetic, so the potatoes are not a terrible thing. I did give him far less potatoes than I would normally give him, just for the simple fact to cut down on the calories and the portions. But like you will see here, for 4 people, that was just way, way too many potatoes. Also, because we've cut down on how much we're eating, another thing that I need to stop doing is buying the 50-pound bags of potatoes. because even though they last, they are going to go bad before we get through them. So I'll probably end up having to give some of them away before that happens. For those of you that have a cutting board that slides around, putting a towel under it really stops that sliding. And also, I was able to just push my potato skins over and pick them all up and on the towel and just dump them into the trash. It makes it so much easier. I'm just going to use the scrubby side of my sponge and some dish soap. This is dish soap, to clean my stovetop off before I start cooking my potatoes so I don't burn anything onto it. I did switch from hand soap in that container to, I switched it to dish soap, and my hand soap, I bought bottles of hand soap, so right now I don't need a hand soap dispenser. And also, if you notice all the crap all over my sweatshirt, it's not dandruff. I was washing a rug and shook it out and got all kinds of stuff all over me, so I didn't realize it was there till after the video was filmed. How embarrassing. Using the stovetop cleaner that I bought, though, has made a huge difference in keeping my stovetop clean. And also I used a little bit of a razor blade on it, and that helped too. So it's just as shiny can be. Now we're going to get these dishes scrubbed up and rinsed out and put away so that after supper we can do some more dishes and have everything out of the way before morning. You're also going to notice another change. And I know some of you will be kind of saddened by this, but I have switched over to using plasticware for normal meals. I still have my Pioneer Woman stuff. It is tucked away in a kitchen drawer for, you know, meals that are a little bit more special or whatever. But for every day, I decided that I was going to go to plasticware. But when I decided to go to plasticware, I also wanted to do it in a way that was environmentally friendly. And I actually found these wheat straw plastic dishes. And if you don't know what wheat straw plastic is, it's actually a plastic that is made from natural material, more natural materials. I'm not sure if it's completely all natural or not, but I assume that it is. But wheat straw is a compostable plastic material. When I am done with these, they can either be given away or they can be put into my composting bin, and they will eventually break down and disappear within 6 to 7 months. They say that these wheat straw dishes last from 5 to 10 years. Wheat straw is what is left over after they harvest the grain. It is a material that farmers used to burn to get rid of it. They have discovered a way to make it into plastic. Not only did I buy wheat straw plastic dishes, I also bought my grandson a truck, a toy truck It's a car carrier that is made out of wheat straw that comes with 3 little plastic wheat straw plastic cards. So if you're looking for a way to be more environmentally friendly, look into wheat straw. It's really, in my opinion, a good compromise to plastics. I have really been trying to invest less in plastic things, but I think, like we all know, that it's very hard to avoid plastic. We we end up needing it in so many instances. My husband is diabetic, of course, that comes with plastics. And just a lot of household stuff is plastic. There's no avoiding it. I do, however, when I can, give things away so that they continue to be used, or I donate them, or do something with them when I can so that they're not just entering the garbage system. And though my wheat straw plastic dinnerware was a little more on the expensive side, it also has a very nice feel to it. It's very, very sturdy. So it was a good compromise of paying a little bit more to have something that was going to be better for the environment. And no, I am not a super green person, but I do worry about all the plastics that we have in our environment. And really, when I can do something to help, I try. We had almost gotten through all the tomatoes that my neighbor gave me, and I went out because I saw him outside today. He has a very high fence, so when I saw him outside today, I went out on my back porch, so I was up high enough to talk to him and thanked him for all the tomatoes and, the other vegetables that he had given us from his garden. And lo and behold, he brought over another huge, huge bag of ripe red tomatoes. So Mr. Trevor is going to be making lots more salsa. I have the hubby and Bella picking up some jalapeno peppers and some onions, and we are going to get busy making some salsa and putting it away to have for another time. My only question is, I do not can things, and I'm wondering if you can actually freeze salsa. Does anybody know if freezing salsa is a thing? Because I would really like to be able to bag it up and just simply unthaw it and use it. So let me know in the comments if you have frozen salsa and what happened when you did it. Was it okay? Did it have was it taste okay afterwards? I just want to know, is it okay to freeze it? I still have my tan runner, but I decided to put this rug down because right now my tan runner has to be washed. It's got a stain on it from making salsa. And I put this one down. I can't use it where I originally had it going in towards the living room because Miss Lulu thinks it's a pee-pee pad. I don't know why, but if it's anywhere near her pee mat, she thinks it's a pee mat. So in the kitchen, it's fine, and that's probably what I'm going to do, is rotate it out with my tan rug, so that way when one's being washed, the other can be down, because our floors in the kitchen are so cold in the winter. You guys thought that I had a lot of laundry the other night, but you guys did not see the whole of it. I am still folding laundry from that laundry session, and I am finally down to one small pile that needs to be washed, plus my rug. And then I need to do all the bedding. So my laundry time is hardly over. And I've got another hamper started up in the bathroom, apparently 2 to add to my small pile, so I probably have at least 2 loads of regular laundry, then the rugs, then the bedding. And if you're wondering why my trash is hung up on the wall, that is not normally where I leave it. But when I'm cleaning the kitchen, I do put it up there because there's foodstuffs in it. And if it's anywhere down, Lucky will get into it. It doesn't matter if it's in the trash can or where it is, he will knock it all over and get into it. I don't know why he's been acting like this lately, but he's been a little bit of a pain in the butt. So when I'm cleaning up the kitchen, I just hang the bag up to keep it up out of the way. We generally try to avoid throwing too much food away in the trash because he likes to get into it. And he is not starving. He has a bowl of food that is constantly full, so he's not starving to death. I think he just really likes human food more than he does his dog food. And I can't say I blame the poor old guy, but he's really not supposed to be having it. I bought those dryer balls and I use them in with my towels because I don't put fabric softener sheets in with my towels. And oh boy, do they make them so much fluffier. I love them. I've got another 3-pack up on my storage for my cleaning stuff, for my laundry cleaning stuff. And I'm going to probably bring them down and throw them in the basket with the other 3 because I think 6 would probably do a better job. But oh, they make the towels so fluffy. I love it.
Are you making for the here?
What?
Here.
Better late than never. After I had cleaned this area out, Bella and I together worked on fishing everything out from behind the washer and dryer that had fallen behind. I actually found a huge box of Downy dryer sheets that I had been missing. And also tons and tons of cleaning cloths were behind there, along with socks and missing underwear and lots of other stuff. See, I still have all my dishes. They're just put away in a different space, and they're not for everyday use. You're gonna have to break that up first. Back into the kitchen to clean up the dinner mess and get the kitchen ready for tomorrow morning's coffee. Back in the kitchen to clean up the dinner mess, and you get me in my tank top with all the lumps and bumps because menopausal me thinks it's super hot in here. Don't hate on me for throwing all this food out, but I know that next time I really need to cut down on the amount of potatoes and corn that I make because it was simply too much. And I know that if I put them in the refrigerator, no one's going to eat them. So into the trash they go. And of course, you can't clean the kitchen without at least giving each dog a small treat. Guys, come on. I spy the resident fly. He needs to go. We tend to eat late. What time of night or afternoon do you eat your big meal? For us, it tends to be anywhere between 7 and 9 o'clock, depending on when we're hungry. So, in the comments below, tell me what time your family eats dinner. I hope we're not the only weirdos. What? Why?
He's whining about it. He told you it's bird's eye.
Hmm?
Bird's eye.
That's what it was. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
What's the matter?
Oh, it looks like it was moving with you.
How's that even possible?
It looks like it was that.
And you cannot have a kitchen cleaning video without the infamous sink scrubbing. Tonight I'm simply using some baking soda, a little bit of dish soap, some elbow grease, and a scrubby sponge. If you're looking for a way to shine up your kitchen sink, stainless steel cleaner and polish is an excellent way to do so. Alright friends, that's it for today's kitchen cleanup. I hope you feel inspired to tackle your own mess and kiss it goodbye. Don't forget, progress, not perfection. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more cleaning motivation, grocery hauls, and a peek into my homemaker life. I appreciate you all so much for being here, and until next time, happy cleaning.